It's the Bright Queen. It's Queen Sensitivity. It's Jabria, and I'm back. And the sun just came back out again. I do want to say, like, the beginning of my first video for this one, it was like the energy was like heavier. It was like stuck, and there was this feeling of like, do I want to do this? Like, am I not in the right space to do this? And like, I could hear my guides being like, yes, like, do this. And this is a message I heard like a couple weeks ago from one of them. They were like, sometimes you have to like create the energy that you want to like transform. I feel like as like a quote unquote spiritual person, like I feel like I was kind of like guided by like, or influenced by like social media and like what it's said about like spiritual energies and shit. And they teach you a lot to like wait on like the energy to shift, and like then you can like do this. And of course there's like divine timing and shit that like comes into play, right? But they were saying like sometimes like you are also like divine, so you can create the time, like you can create the energy for yourself that you need to get out of a certain like funk. And I feel like that was one of these things. I am an energy transmuter, as I feel like we all are. And this is kind of what I was saying about how I was planning on making a video about the skies and how I clear them. I'm pretty sure I saw Andre the Alchemist 369 like mention something about like how him and a friend like connected to clear the skies. And I remember seeing that and I was like, I do that all the time. And I was like, huh, like, but I don't ever tell anyone. I do a lot of things that like I don't share. And so I was like, I'm gonna share that. And so that's what I was kind of like thinking. And I feel like from the first video and how it began till now is like an example of how I transmute like these energies. And how you can like, you can be the creator, you can be the divine. And I feel like that connects like with this energy, what I was talking about with these two people or these two energies of like this masculine kind of being afraid, or, and this is, like I said, this is energy. So this can be within 2 people, 3 people, however the hell this is like resonating. Like it's not a specific person or gender, but if it is for you, then it is for you. But there's like this fear of like, oh, it's not the right time. Like I was talking about with chemistry class, like it's not the right time. Like I'm failing, I'm doing terribly. I don't deserve to receive at this time. And it's like, you can create that time to be a time of like receptivity. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't want to become too wordy. I really like this deck. It's like, yeah, it was like, you need to like use this deck. So I'm gonna use this deck today. I did see the 8 of Rods. Okay, I just heard something else. Hold on, while y'all jumping on the floor. Okay. I heard something else because I was looking at this book, Plucking Strong, and the first book in this series was like one of the most like spicy smut books that I had ever read. I felt like I'd never read a book until these series that had so many spicy scenes. I was very pleased. And that was the message I was getting, was like, that is a big part of this thing. And then we got the Suit of Cups, which I feel like is the Ace of Cups. It's a big ass cup. Ace of Cups. And then we got the 2 of Cups. Maybe this isn't the Page of Wands, I mean Page of Swords. I think it might be the Ace of Swords. Yeah, look at that like that misconception. I feel like with this feminine energy who's like represented by this star, I feel like she, in terms of energy, is expecting like something new, like to come from her transformation, from her putting her fragrance out into the world. but she thinks it's a page. She thinks it's the page of swords, but it's not a page. It is an ace of swords. Like, it's much bigger than she was expecting. Oh my gosh, the innuendo that I just heard from that. It's much bigger than she was expecting. We will leave it at that. Because this one says Yarrow, Love Tonic, Fitzpatrick, Passion. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say. Oh my gosh. So I feel like there's gonna be some sort of like sexual transformation. Could be a sexual like awakening for both parties, or, you know, whoever's involved. Cause I was saying, in a way, like, these books like introduced me to like things that I didn't like think about. I hadn't read a book that was like that, like with like a quadruple, like 4 people in a connection. Like, I never like read anything like that. Like, it was like something new, and like the things that they performed in there were like things that I'd never like thought about. And so like there's that. And I feel like I was saying earlier, the masculine is like nervous about that. Specifically the masculine is like nervous. Like, I feel like, I don't know why, but I'm feeling like there could be something with age, but the masculine feels like, I don't know about these new things. Like, what if she knows about these new things? I don't know about these new things. I don't know about these tricks. Like, will I be like satisfying enough? Or will I, because all I have is like the boring things from like, I'm hearing the 80s. Like, all I have is like things from like back then. Like, I don't know like the new things that these people are doing now. Like, there's like this like insecurity about like not being like jiggy with it, like not being like on trend. Yeah, and I'm feeling with this too. Like, they're super worried and anxious about like somebody else who can do it better. Like, they're like, there's got to be somebody else that like does it better than me. For this feminine, like, I'm not good enough. It's so sad. Oh. Okay, and then we had 3 of Swords, and then 9 of Swords. Aww. Aww, this is making me sad. Ooh, I want to like hold myself. Hold on, I'm gonna get my pillow. I'm gonna hold myself. I'm feeling that this masculine, or I'll just say someone, but I'm feeling this masculine has like been told by someone, like maybe a previous like sexual partner or something, that like they weren't good, or like they weren't good enough, and like, or somebody was better, something, like a comment that was made, and it's like stuck in their brain, and they're really heartbroken over this. Like, I feel like it really like touched on like a insecurity that they already had, and like, yeah, I just heard the little, like the knife was dug in to the wound that was already open. Salt was added. And then with this 9 of Swords, it feels like they tried. Like, it feels like there was something that happened where they like tried and they thought like they'd done so well, and then like they were told they didn't do well or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is also like what I was saying earlier with like genders, and how like I feel like with men, or like masculine presenting people, whatever the words are, there's like that that pressure like to have like certain traits in the bedroom, and like you can't help like certain things. Maybe that's what that Tower card was about. Like, maybe it was 2 things, like you know, like a tower. And yeah. But you know what I'm hearing? I just said like with the tower and like, I was gonna say like things falling off of the tower. Hopefully my little wordplay is like making sense. I'm hearing from spirit or from like your guides. They're saying like, you could also think about it as like maybe like the tower wasn't rise, like it wasn't holding because of like the partner as well. Like your body knew, okay? And so like it wasn't performing at its highest for that reason. Like I always go back to that line from Jay-Z where he was like, because I wasn't present, your body wouldn't accept. I think he was like, I apologize for all the stillborns because I wasn't present, your body wouldn't accept. Like I was out of alignment. Like we was not syncing. And so like that reflected in like the physicality of the connection. So that's what they're saying. Like, don't be so hard on yourself, because like it was also like that disconnect between like the partners. But there was definitely, because these are swords, there was definitely like words said that like damaged the ego, damaged the pride with a masculine's sexual abilities. My little hug to you. I'm feeling like I need to like get a quote from there. There's other things I want to say about my Jabria. We're not saying that. We gotta draw some lines, people. We gotta draw some lines, people. I'm seeing here, so this is a quote from the book. It says, I know the Rays have been in touch this week asking for updates. It sucks, but I also get it. The NHL is a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry. They're all for supporting family emergencies, but Henrik has a contract with the Rays. The team can't wait for him forever. Not when so many talented guys stand waiting in the wings. Henrik's game clock is officially ticking down the last few seconds. So this is also a message that I was getting. That's why I was kind of like laughing, because they were showing me somebody specific in my life where I can like relate this to. But basically like I said, there's this fear from the masculine, like of being like replaced. Like there's so many other people, masculine people, that this feminine could be with, that in their mind are just so great and have all these traits that they don't have. And I keep feeling like one of them is youth. Like there's somebody else that's like younger and stronger that like this feminine could like have. And I was just shown an example of this in like in my life, right? How do I put this without like insulting people? I might need a moment. Give me a moment. I heard it. There are downsides to youth. Oh my gosh. And I feel like my guides or whoever, I feel like these are also like the guides of like this masculine person. They are so like silly. They have like a lot of innuendos that I only hear them after the fact. Like they're telling me like these specific words, and then like I hear like the innuendo afterwards, like the downside. Oh my gosh, there are downsides to the youth. And you know, when you're the one for somebody, like when you do it for somebody, like there's nobody else that could do it for them. You know what I mean? Like everybody can only do them. And they're really wanting me to like to use like my experience, and I'm just like, but why? Why are you putting me in this? Why am I on blast? Okay, I can use myself in this way. I'm not wanting to share. Basically, I will say that like personally, I'm very, very particular about a lot of things when it comes to a lot of people. I feel that I can be quite harsh, and this is all like romantically and sexually. And so like this is an example, like in that case, like there'd only be like a very small amount of people that this feminine would even be interested in. So like all these people that the masculine is like thinking are just like walking in a revolving door and like being available for like this, I'm hearing high priestess. It's like, that's not the case at all. I'm saying like now, this is a better metaphor because I'm out of it. I don't want to be in it. Stop putting me in it. This is a better metaphor. I'm saying like this car lot, like a car sales place, and there's like all these cars, and that's how this masculine is seeing like the high priestess has like all these fucking cars. But in her mind, like she wants a very specific kind of car that meets very specific needs. I just heard the little click. And so like all she sees is like 2 or 3 cars. And like I feel like even that's putting it grandly, because really she only wants 1 car. I feel like I said, this is a high priestess, so she's very like experienced, because, and not in that way, she's very experienced in terms of like otherworldliness. Like she's very like, because she's so sensitive and like she's so psychic and intuitive, like she's been exposed to like, she feels a lot of emotions, she feels a lot of energies. And so like, you know, a lot of the stuff is like diluted. Like she doesn't get a thrill out of like a lot of stuff. I feel like I'm still being harsh. But basically because she's high priestess, she knows what she wants. So you don't need to worry about that. And I feel like the only way, masculine, that you could like really like like clear that fear would be to like just go for it. Just go for it. I feel like also like another sign that like this feminine energy is like wanting you would be that like you're feeling the vibes, you know what I mean? Like you're feeling the feels, you're feeling arousal. And like that's how you know, like that's a sign. I feel like we've been heavily in like this masculine energy. Like, does the feminine need to know anything? Like, is there anything else, or have we said it all for the feminine, like, this energy? I'm feeling, and I just heard, like, the ball's in your playing field is kind of, like, what I heard, like, the ball is in... I just heard the balls are in the masculine's playing field. Who are these people? It's so, like, funny and, like, lighthearted, and at least I feel like the feminine is, and they're wanting to like get the masculine on board with like the jokes. You're a bit serious. Okay. Oh, I just heard, baby boy, you stay on my mind, fulfill my fantasy. I think about you all the time. I see you in my dreams. All right, 2 of Wands. This landed on the floor, and it was like in reverse. Is this like a, what is that on my nose? Anyways, 2 of Wands, this was in reverse. I feel like the 2 of Wands is like this energy of like waiting for someone, or like waiting, or like dreaming about traveling, or dreaming about going somewhere. It's in reverse. Like this feminine, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you, whoever watching this, whoever this is for, she thinks about you, and this is energy, not gender. She thinks about you all the time. In her mind, you're like top 2 and you ain't number 2. You feel me? Like you're not top 2 and you ain't number 2. Whenever I think about that, music video, like Baby Boy, with Beyonce. Baby boy is the young mama, and she's like in like the sand, and she does that like routine. Like a lot of people don't know, like I think she learned that in like one rehearsal or some shit. Like she was late or something, but she learned that like routine very quickly. And I feel like that's how you know, like it was passion. Like she was passionate. Like it was like almost like a freestyle. Like you could think of it like a freestyle, like dance routine in the sand. Like she's so passionate about the person who this song is about, that like it just flowed out of her. So I feel like that's like another sign, like if you are seeing this feminine person, this high priestess, this star, and she's just like vibrant, she's looking beautiful, like she's feeling very like, you know, her energy is very fragrant. We'll say that. We're gonna say that. We're gonna stick with that. These are signs that like it's about you. It's reminding me of like that scene from Shawn Mendes's like documentary where he was with Camila Cabello, and she was like, is this song about me? Like, cause she was like, she listened to something and she was like, is this song about me or something like that? And he was like, they're all about you. Like all my songs are about you. And she was like, oh shit, like what? And so I feel like there's that, like there's someone who's like, is she thinking about me? Are they thinking about me? Is he thinking about me? Like, you know? And it's like, was that what they said there about me? Like, was that about me? Like, was that about me? And it's like, all of it was about you. Like, all of the things, everything that they did was about you. Like, the shirt that they wore, the hair, the way they wore their hair. Like, I feel like also, like, the feminine has been, like, cleaning up. Like, maybe she's gotten, like, manicure, pedicure, new skin products. Maybe she's wearing makeup, new hairstyle, hair to different style. Like, maybe that's also why they were, like, telling you to dress up this way. Like, something like that. Like, really, like, grooming herself. Like, doing, like, all the self-care stuff. Like, she's preparing her body to be feasted upon. All these things. Oh my god, I almost like drooled. 7 of Wands. I mean, what? 7 of, I thought I already said 7. Shit, I did it wrong earlier. This is 6. 6 of Wands. And I feel like this is also like something, like me reading the cards wrong. Like, there's a lot of miscommunication. I feel like the feminine feels like, okay, like, the masculine isn't gonna like approach me. That's why she thought it was like a Page of Swords. Like, I'm gonna just do things on my own. Like, I'm gonna love up myself and I'm gonna be okay with like the masculine not like coming towards me. Like, you know, I'm just gonna like be and bloom on my own. But it was the Ace of Wands. Like, there's Ace of Wands, you know, it's, you know what the wands are. But anyways, this is the swords. But anyways, like, there's like a big like confession or something with the throat, voice, speech coming that she doesn't see. Like, she's not expecting that. And in the same here, like, this is 6 of Wands, which is like the walking away, like it's the leaving one, I'm pretty sure. No, that's 6 of Swords. But 6 of Wands, is it like in that field? I don't know. I'm gonna go by what I was saying earlier, like the defensiveness. Anyways, 7 of Wands. And then underneath that is the 10 of Cups. So like, what was I saying? Lots of miscommunication. All the songs are about you. All the songs are about you. And, oh my gosh, I'm like getting multiple messages. Okay. So recently Taylor Swift, she went on this New Heights podcast with her fiance and all the things. Anyways, Taylor Swift is like known for like leaving Easter eggs, like in everything she does, like to give fans hints about shit. That's what they're saying. And that's how I felt just now when I was like, all the songs are about you. Like, it's code word, like it's a message for someone. Like, Have you been hearing songs like, or specific songs, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, is this song like for me? Is this a song from like my person? It's like, yes. All the songs that you think are for you, about you, they are. All the songs are about you. Somebody is very passionate. I feel like the feminine in particular, I feel like it's both, but I'm gonna switch to talking about the feminine. The feminine is very like, that's the word, in heat. The feminine is in heat. Cause I feel like my cheeks are getting red, like she's like flushed. Like this person is like flushed, like their breaths like are coming in quick, like they're crossing their legs, like, and it's, if you see them or you're feeling this, it's not because they're like laid up with somebody else. It's not because they're like with somebody else or thinking about somebody else. It's because of you. It's about you. It's about you, masculine. What is this Seven of Rods about? Okay. Some justice. So the reason why I feel like this is like a whole thing in this connection is because there's something with like a past life, parallel life. There's some sort of like thing that's getting justice. I feel like in the past, like I was saying, something from the past is repeating. It could have been like a masculine was lied to. Like they were told that like the feminine moved on, married somebody else, got with somebody else, and so like they didn't even try, like, and like live their life in bitterness. But like it was a misunderstanding, like somebody lied and told them, like, let's use that thing I was saying earlier about Betty and James. It's like James saw her dancing with someone else at the prom, but like what if that was just like her cousin that came into town that week? Or like what if that person had just been dumped and she was like dancing with him like as a consolidation, like a comfort sort of thing? Like what if that person, like, I don't know, was drunk or something and stumbling and she was just helping him to stand? Like, but I feel like there was some sort of like conspiration, what's the word, like conspiring, some sort of plot like that, like whispered in the masculine's ear, like, she doesn't want you, like she's with somebody else, like look at her, like something like that, like to ensure, like to stamp like this, you're not good enough, she chose somebody else, sort of thing. And now justice is playing out. And what I like about this card in particular is that it's like the heart and the brain, and it's like not being defeated by the self, like getting out of your own way. All right, they're saying I need to like switch it up. the things that I am hearing. Oh my gosh. Somebody has a dirty mind, these spirit guides. Whoever this is, boy oh boy. Where am I getting this information from? You've like flustered me. This one? Hold on, I need a moment. They're saying that deposit though. Hold on. Oh my gosh, like the energy like it just ramps up and I'm just like, so with that I'm hearing like this is like years in the making. Like this has been many a time in the making. We will say that. I just saw like a tiger. Maybe a tiger is like a sign that you've been looking for, a tiger. This has been a long time in the making. Everything sounds like an amen. Oh look, the sun, 4 of Cups. You've got something to tell me. What is it? I heard the Prince of Swords. Someone is very nervous. We have this Knight of Swords, and I feel like the Knight of Swords is typically pretty like confident, but it feels like they're not. What is going on with this? Like, what's the issue? What's the issue? Why is there this feeling now? The Fool card. 10 of Swords. 7 of Cups. What is the issue? What's going on? 9 of Wands. And then, is this the Ace of Coins? Or the Chariot in reverse. 8 of Cups in reverse. I'm gonna need a minute after all. So the feeling that I just got, look at that, it's back again. I feel like this is what keeps happening with this masculine. Like, they'll get caught up in like the love of it all, like the love and the woof and the feelings and the passion of it all, and then their like brain like sets in, like the fear is like set in there, like, no, like I need to do work. Because that was one of the things that I was just thinking of, like here I am doing this like love reading, and I wanted my channel to be like more serious, but it's like this is serious, but also like, why is this not important? Like, why is this kind of stuff dismissed? And like, if you do like readings like this, and if you use certain cards, and if you talk a certain way, then it's not like taken as like seriously as someone who does like other work. Somebody just arrived here. And I feel like when the masculine gets into this energy of like, why am I even thinking about this? I have more important things to be thinking about. Like, why, like, how dare I like think about this when these things need to get done? I haven't even done this, I haven't done that. Like, they switch into like this business. Like I was in that Justice card, the brain and the heart. It manifests like interruptions. Like I was saying earlier, like, but when they're like, oh, it's not time yet, like the phone instantly rings. They think of something else they gotta do, an appointment alarm goes off, like somebody just arrived. Like, they create like interruptions when they get out of the energy. And so I feel like right now the advice for this masculine, or for whoever is resonating with this, is to like practice staying in the flow state. Like, I feel like this is something you actually need to like do, like put effort into. Like, once you feel yourself like getting away from that flowing passionate energy, because I'm feeling like somebody was like told that like passion, like sexuality was like a bad thing, like, and it's like something that like gets you in trouble. And I feel like that's also what's healing. And so like, you need to like practically, in practical ways, practice returning and like staying in that flow state. Because when you get out of it, like I said, you invite other things in to interfere. And I feel like that's what this Fool card is about. This 9 of Wands, like hard work. You're like, I need to be focused. I can't be a fool. I can't be like a ditzy, la 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 la, I'm in love. Like, I can't be like that. I need to be serious and like work till I'm about to drop. Like, I really need to focus. I feel like somebody stayed. Not sure. I don't know. But there's like this feeling of like somebody is listening to me. And then we also have this Suit of Coins. And then it was so confusing because earlier we got both of these in reverse. Like, the 8 of Cups is about walking away, and the Chariot is like going towards something, but they were both in reverse. So I'm like, which one is it? Like, are you walking away or not? Like, are you not walking away? You're not, but you're not going forward either. It's like this like stuck. And I feel like these are very like loud cards. I feel like somebody knows like it's time to walk away from something, and perhaps they have, but they're also like not going forward either. Like they're not getting on the next cart to go to the next place yet. They're like, I'm gonna play it safe and kind of just like stay here sort of thing. Okay, I feel like it's time for me to end this because there's like more people have arrived and like my voice is going out. I feel like that's also like a part of this. Like I feel like maybe a part of this healing this and like grounding this, because it's all about, you know, self-love, like the love of everything, but you know, self-love. It's like not letting like, I don't know, like your fears stop you from claiming what's yours. Cause it's like now that like people are returning back to my house, it's like, oh, now I gotta get off. Like I can't let people know that I'm like recording and like doing this. But they're like, I feel like it's like you have to like practice like inviting this energy into every space of your life. Like that's the only way you can like heal this fear, is by like facing it, which is much easier said than done. I'm not saying it's easy at all, but my family is about to, they're very loud, but I think I'm gonna get one more card. Okay, yeah, we have the Emperor. What about this Emperor? Oh, we have the King of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. So just take everything we were saying earlier about these wands and also about like getting ready. You're not going to miss. You know that saying, it's like, and when you shoot, don't miss. Like, be sure to aim for the head. I don't know why I'm hearing this stuff, but that's what they're saying. Like, you got this. Like, you are going to show up because you are the Emperor. Like, you are going to get it done, and you're going to get it done well. And in fact, you're going to be so thorough that it's 10 of Pentacles. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you later.